So guys, uh, today is day 2. If someone has missed day 1, they can just watch the videos. So today's class, we will be talking about hardware. We will see how F5 looks like. Then we will configure management access, licensing, then network configuration, and initial setup of the lab on VMware. So I would request everyone to make a lab setup with me. If they don't have right now image, they just need to take care of the nodes, which I will be telling you. So this is the day 2 agenda, which I will be following up. Everything is practically today, little bit theory I will do it, but today most of the things would be on lab. So let's go further on the hardware level. How F5 looks on hardware. I will go directly into whiteboard and I will discuss both hardware level and interface level both. So guys, whether if I talk about F5, we discussed yesterday, it can be deployed on virtual edition, can be deployed on hardware, or third thing, it can be deployed on cloud. So guys, whenever you deploy an F5, you should understand in your organization how it is going to deploy. What are the ports? Let's say if you need to take a console, initially when you receive an F5 box, your company wants you to configure an F5 box. So you should know, right, which port is console port, where you need to install console cable, which port is a management port, and what are the other ports available on F5. So guys, as you see, whenever you initially deploy an F5, you go, you don't go in DC, right? You take a console and ask someone in your data center to install a console cable and provide you console. So the console port, if you see on the picture, this is the console cable. So once you install a console cable, this console cable will be connecting to the PC. And after that, you can get F5 access. Once you get F5 access, you can configure management IP, which is once you configure it, you will bring it into your network. So that's why this is the hardware which you is look like. So I will also show you what are the different hardware modules. So sometimes in interview, people will ask you, can you tell me which F5 models you have worked on? So you should know a little bit on what are the different hardware models you have in F5. So you have console cable, you have a management port. Then guys, can you see this, a failover cable? So failover cable generally comes into picture. Let's say I have another F5 here. This is F5.2 and this is F5.1. So failover cable is generally used for HA connectivity, which is called high availability. So this is very, very important. People don't know much on this part. Like when you do failover, when you do HA, I will discuss further on that, but you need to know that whenever you install an HA, when you install two F5 in same data center, let's say, in that case, you will connect back to back. Failover cable port on this F5 will connect to the failover port on, let's say this is failover port. So this is how you build an HA. Now you can see copper ports and you can see fiber port. So guys, this fiber port generally used as a trunk port because your F5 is also connected to the switch. Generally, let's say if it's an hardware box, it must be connected to a switch. So that is called a gigabit port. And if you talk about copper port, that are Ethernet ports, which is like you have an internal connectivity or external connectivity. That is called a copper port. So if someone is in from network background, they must know that. So these are the important port which you should know. I will show you one more pictorial representation where you can get more details of different ports. So this is a simple hardware architecture which you need to understand. So you can see USB port and LCD panel and control port. What are they being used? Let's say guys, my box is down. It's not coming from console. It's not coming. Console cable is faulty or I'm not able to take a console. So in case guys, you should have USB port. In USB port, you will install a pen drive where you will get access to your F5 box. Generally, we very less used. These USB ports are very less used, but you should know that where the USB port is hosted. Now, if I talk about other ports, let's go further on another image. So this was the basic. So this USB port is basically a bootable USB flash drive. Basically, you install a flash drive into a USB port so that you can mount it and you can run a F5 image and you will get a console. Now let's go into further into more advanced architecture diagram. So when I go further on, this is the picture I have taken it by number wise. So guys, number one, management port. By the name, you can see that it is used for giving an management connectivity. So whenever you install an F5, you should have a management connectivity so that you can access an F5. Other port is USB port. So this one is a USB port. Third one is a console port, which we talked about. You need to install a PC with console port using either serial 9 or RG45. Then there is a failover port. Failover port is used for HA connectivity. Then can you see this indicator LED light? So this 5, 6, 7, and 9. So these are basically indicator LED. So if I talk about indicator LED, so guys, let's say if you have a fan issue, if you have a power issue, in that case, this LED will give you, if I stress upon, I will show you. So can you see this guys? You can see status, alarm, and power. So this is how F5 works. Sometimes what happens is guys, there is some issue, there is an hardware faulty or something happens. In that case, this alarm status will help you. So if it's a power issue, then it will indicate the power issue. If there isn't some alarm like orange light or something, then it will blink it. Then can you see this? This model is a 5000 series model. Basically, you have different model, but here it's giving 5000 series. So let's decrease the size. Now in guys, in this architecture, if you see there are LCD display and LCD control button. So what happen in this case is sometimes this LCD display and LCD control buttons will help you, your data center engineers. They will ask you, they will tell you to give your IP address. Sometimes you can give, so I will talk about when you give a management IP, either you can give through console cable or either you can give through USB port. And there is one LCD control button also through which you can assign management IP. So this is where generally it's used. LCD display and LCD control button. Now, these two I have already discussed. TMM switch interface. This will basically help you to connect your F5 to the switch. It can be your uplink switch, it can be your downlink switch. So this is how it will help you to monitor different things. This is what about the hardware architecture. You should know what are the different ports in your F5. F5 is also known as an application delivery controller. So this is how your F5 looks like. Now let's go further based on what are the different platforms available. I was talking about different models, guys. So guys, the basic model of F5 is big IP 1600. Second model which has been used is big IP 3600. And there are other models which are being used, which is called big IP 3900, 6900, 8900. If someone will ask you like which model you have worked, you can tell them this. So in this case, what happened, guys, is you have different models which will have different connection. Yesterday we discussed about datasheet, guys. So this model depends on your company budget, whether you need a high throughput big IP. See, big IP 1600 has 1 Gbps traffic, which can handle it. Big IP 3600 has 2 Gbps traffic. Big IP 3900 has 4 Gbps throughput. So as you move further on different models, you will get this. So if someone asks you, what are the models you have worked, you can just note down this. This is very important, guys. This is basically asked in interview to test whether you have worked on F5 or not. This is just to test it. So now, guys, let's move further into initial lab setup of F5. So first thing, 3 things you need to take care while doing a lab setup. You will need a VMware image, which is called VMware Workstation. I hope in other classes also you must be doing this. So I will show you which image you need. So this is the image. So I'm using VMware Workstation 15. So can you see this? VMware Workstation 15 Pro. So in this version only, we will be deploying F5 image, which is called OY image. And we will deploy other image like red, green, and blue servers. So this RGB servers are basically used as a backend server, as a pool member. So I was talking about, let's jump into that. So I was talking about, first thing, you need a VMware workstation. Second thing, you will need OY image for F5 and your web server, which is called RGB. I have uploaded the same on the portal on your Google Drive. And third thing, what you need is a license. So for license, I will do right away so that you can get. So without license, F5 will not work. So these are the 3 things. Whenever you deploy an F5 lab, you need it. So let's jump further on. So now, guys, we will be doing F5 lab setup in 3 stages. First, we will set an IP address of our management port so that we can get management connectivity. Second, we will license the box so that my traffic can be handled properly. Third thing, we will configure an administrator access like network, VLANs, interface, DNS, NTP. So this all we will be configuring in our F5 box. So this is the lab setup we will be taking care. Now let's come into VMware architecture. So I will do in the stages. So I will go slowly in this so that you can understand. So we will use a below topology. So what I am using as a lab topology is, first let me show you that. I will have an external client which is on my ISP, which is connected to my ISP. Then I will have F5. F5, we will be using 4 ports. So we will use, if I talk about VMware network, we will be using one network for management. We will be using one network for internal servers, which is called internal network. And this was used as an HA port, and this will be used as an external port. So guys, we will be using 4 VMnet. One is for external network, one is for management network, one is for internal network, and one is for HA network, guys. Why we need 4 network? Because your external client, your external interface is basically where your client will hit. This is where your VIP comes into picture. Your internal network comes into picture because your web servers, server 1, server 2, all are connected to this internal network. Your management network is a dedicated management network to get an access to your F5. And one interface we will be using for HA to build in high availability. So this is as easy as you like it. These are the 4 interfaces which we will be using. One is external, one is management, one is HA, and one is internal. External, management, HA, and internal. And I will now tell you on VMware how you will be using it. So we will go, so let's say you have a VMware workstation. So what you will go here is, first you will go to edit, VMware network editor. It will initialize your VMware network. So in this case, guys, what you will do is, I will just delete it. So can you see this? There are VMnet 1, VMnet 2, VMnet 3. So we will be using 4 interface, which I told you. One is for HA, one is for internal network, one is for external network, and one is for management. So management network is dedicated as a VMnet 8. Just take care of this. You can note down also. So what I'm doing is I will be making VMnet 8 and assigning this IP address. This is the management IP which I am giving it. So how to assign IP address is, you just need to click this, go to change settings, then you will come to know about this. So can you see this? What I will be using is, I will be using subnet IP for, this is management, guys. You just need to take care of this. I'm using Vimnet 8 as a management network. And the IP address which I'm giving is 192.168.137.0, 255.255.255.0 as a /24. Now, can you see this Vimnet 0? Vimnet 0 I'm using as a external. I'm just binding it into the bridge network. You will just go here, click on this, just select bridge, and you need to bind it into the wireless. You can check what is your wireless adapter. You just bind into that. My wireless adapter name is Internet Dual Band Wireless. So whatever external network, whatever virtual IP address I will assign, virtual IP is my URL IP, like google.com, which will be assigned from my external network. My external network IP address is, how you can see, you need to go into command prompt. Just run ipconfig. So can you see this? My external virtual IP address, whenever I create any virtual network, I will assign IP address from this network only, 192.168.1.0/24. Okay, guys. So we have discussed two network. One was Vimnet 0. This is used as external. One was Vimnet 8. This is used as management. Now there are two network which are remaining. One is internal and one is HA. So internal network which I'm using is Vimnet 2. So all my internal servers, I will be using this network. This is my internal subnet, which means my servers, actual servers, backend server, or you can say application servers, all will be assigned from this network. An internal network I will be using as Vimnet 2. Now guys, one more network which remains is your HA network. HA network I will be using Vimnet 1. This network I will be using for high availability. So guys, Vimnet 0 I will be using for external. Management I will be using as Vimnet 8. Internal I will be using as Vimnet 2. Vimnet 1 will be using as HA. So you can just note down the subnet. If you want, I can just draw a diagram and just assign there also. Meanwhile, you can just, I'm just showing again, you just go to edit, Vim virtual network editor, and you can assign IP address here. Keep this tick mark. Make sure that Vimnet 0 is bridged to your wireless and Vimnet 8 is NAT with your management network. Rest these two are host only. Just take care of this. Just take snapshot of this. I'm also taking snapshot so that I can share you. Okay, guys. Now I'm drawing the diagram again. So what we have discussed was I will have external client. Then I will have F5. Then I will have one management network, which is called MGMT. Then I will have internal network where my servers are hosted. Then I will have HA network. So my external network is part of Vimnet 0, and you will select it as bridge network. My management network is a part of Vimnet 8, and the subnet which I am assigning is 192.168.137.0/24. So this is Vimnet 8, and the internal network subnet which I'm giving is 10.2.2.0/24, and my HA network is, my internal network is tagged to Vimnet 2, and my HA network is tagged to Vimnet 1. IP address which I'm giving to VMware is 10.1.1.0/24. So guys, this is how IP schema which I will be using it. Please take care of this. This is very important. Whenever I assign any server, I will be giving IP address from this network only. Whenever I will be creating any virtual server or VIP, I will be giving IP address from my wireless network, which is called 192.168.1.0/24. And my management IP address, which I need to give to my F5 device, I will be giving from 192.168.137.0/24. So this is how an IP address schema is assigned. If you want, you can take snapshot of this. I'm just giving you 1 minute so that you can take snapshot. And I'm also, so this is little clumsy and anyways. So you can just take a snapshot of this, guys. So this is how, guys, you can create initial lab setup. You should know this. I'm just doing it here. Now let's go further again on whiteboard. So this is how looks like. IP address you can note down again. I'm just opening it. I will take little bit time more on that so that you can get good idea on that. Now let's move further into next task. So I am just unmuting you all so that you can ask your question related to this VMware lab setup, because this is important.